All right. Are you projector 1? You're projector 2. You don't make a satisfying noise. You just sort of start with. You're a little butthead projector. Come on. There you go. All right. He's going to be my nemesis. Okay. So let's look how to sort things, and then I'll unleash you on this. Well, I think I'll just do it. I'll use mine. Do it live. Here we go. All right, guys. Instead of trying to wake the computer up, oh, Jeebus. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that would work. Ooh, wow. Oh, it is already. That's hilarious. There we go. Oh, somebody wanted the darkness. Of course, I think I just went past myself. All right. Oh, yeah. That's the one I want. 49. Okay, I got you. You're on. What's happening? So, let me make this work eventually. So apparently, this is not connected. That's always nice. So let me wake up the computer. Oh, there it goes. Now you're working. All right. And scene. That was. Don't you do this. Okay. All right. So if you have a calculator, let's do this together. Let's just put a few data points in here. All right. First off, has anybody never used a scientific calculator? This is a question I asked in that survey that I only know about a few people now. Anybody never used this before? Or anybody use this a lot? Let me ask it the other way. Okay. Anybody use this a little bit? All right. So you want to get used to this, how it works, the basics of it. So for example, it's just like let me see if I can find a good setting. There we go. Turn it all the way dark. Just like a scientific calculator, in that when you type something in what I call the home screen, you can see everything you typed in. It kind of sucks a little bit if you're not careful. This semester is going to have a lot of kind of big formulas, just to kind of warn you. So when you put it all into the calculator, if you do one parenthesis wrong or you put them in out of orders, the calculator does the order correctly as what you put in. So some of you guys might have heard of garbage in, garbage out. So if you wanted to do, for example, this, it doesn't matter, right? How would you put that in the calculator? If you do this, I'm not going to get the right answer. Can you even see that? There's got to be a way to make this work better. You could do it. If I don't tell the calculator what the top is and what the bottom is, it's never going to be able to give me the right answer. There we go. Holy shit, look at that. Okay. So that's not going to give me the right answer. Why not? Anybody know? As compared to that, what's on the board? Why is this going to be the wrong answer?
The top has to be in parentheses.
Yeah, because right now, what's being divided by 11.7? Just 4.2. What's supposed to be divided by 11.7?
8 minus.
The difference of the 8 and the 4.2, right? So that's the wrong answer. I got to say, this is on the top calculator, and this is on the bottom. Right? The poor little calculator doesn't have eyes. Thankfully, that would be really freaky. And then it's like one more step and it takes over the world. So let's not give them eyeballs. So we just have to know how to put shit in. So that, of course, would be the right answer, right? Of course, Joe. Okay, maybe. Okay, so there's a lot of basics to this. If you've never touched one of these before, you want to get kind of used to just how does it do computations, right? Hopefully you've used scientific calculators before. A lot of them look like this, right? Have you guys seen these before? And it does a lot of shit. Some of you guys don't even know what this is. Look, it's got sin. No. Don't cast stones. God, what is all this shit? All right. So, if you've never used a scientific calculator before, that really kind of sucks. If you're only used to those calculators that have the 4 operations and that's it, shit. You have no idea what you're missing out on. So now, one last thing I want to show you before we get into the sorting business. If I meant to put a plus here, this isn't that long, you just retype it. But can you imagine if you had a really long ass thing and you put a minus instead of a plus in one place? Like, oh my God. Well, if you just hit, let me show you what I just did. If you hit second, that's like your shift key to get all this stuff that's on top of the keys. Second, enter. It brings up what you last typed. Or even if you just scroll up, you can bring it back. I'll show you that too. And I can go back and just put plus. Yay. I think on the newer ones, you could just scroll up. Let me see if it'll do this. Yeah, there it went. You can't really see it though. Scroll up, hit enter, and then you can edit it. I like it. All right, so some of you guys, this is old news. Some of you guys, this isn't very new because you've used scientific. If you've never used a scientific calculator before, oh my God, I'm sorry. It's sort of like you've never used them, you've only ever used like a phone booth phone. And somebody gives you a smartphone, you're like, what? All right. So, they still have phone booths, believe it or not. Everywhere, every now and then. If I hit, now what seems to be the most important button almost, besides the on button, let me just cut off my smart asses that were going to tell me the on button. What seems to be one of the more important buttons for this course? Probably the button that has the name of the course on it. So hit the stat button. And it comes up with this business. Everybody with me? That's playing along? So edit is where you can put stuff, you can already see it. Sort, what are the 2 options? What's sort A mean? And what's sort D mean? What do you think? What different way can you sort things? You can either sort things from numbers. How can you sort numbers from smallest or least to highest, or the other way, right? So A means ascending, D means descending. I like it. And then clear list does exactly what it says. And then setup editor, we'll get to that. So everybody hit edit, enter. All right, so you can see all the shit I got in mind. Some of you guys will have it blank, which is nice. Does anybody have something different? Does everybody have L1, L2, L3? If you have an older calculator, you can't quite see as many lists as I can. Aha. All right, everybody with me? Nothing's freaky up here, I guess, right? What if I go in one time and my list 1 is gone? How do I get it back? I go to stat, setup editor. This is always so anticlimactic, done. But if you go back in, your list 1 is back, yay. So if you borrow a calculator and the lists say Fred, Bill, Bob, you can actually rename them. Just go to Setup Editor, they come back to normal. All right, so let me clear this out. I can just go up to the list and hit clear. Don't hit delete, that's how you kill a list. Hit clear. 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 Okay. Sorry. All right, everybody with me? You guys are a kind of a quiet bunch. So on technology day, I especially want to make sure nobody's having something freak out and you're just like, this is my life now. But just tell me if the calculator's doing something weird. So let's all put these numbers in. You ready? Let's put in there 8, 145, 16, 8.2, negative 40. Okay, here's a good point about negative. Do you see how there's a minus key and a negative key? They mean exactly those. It had to be hardwired two different ways. So if you want a negative number, use this one. If you want to subtract things, you use that one. So I wanted a negative number, so I used the bottom one. Somebody got those in there? Okay, so let's go back, go to Stat, Sort, Ascending. Let's sort ascending. That's how we normally sort things, smallest to biggest. Enter. And then you want to tell it, see how it's got a little parenthesis like a function? It's like sort what? So tell it, now here's, see how above 1, L1? So tell it sort second 1, sort L1. And then again, very anticlimactically, it'll say done. How are we all doing? Everybody playing along with me is doing okay? The rest of you are like, I'm just going to watch and hope to God. Remember, it's on the calculator. It's on the thing too. Plus, I don't know if I mentioned this when I had the website up on the first day. Yeah, I think I did. There's a calculator guide that's got all the steps I'm doing right now in it also. Everything we do in the calculator is on that calculator guide. Seems like a useful thing. But it's up to you if you want to use something useful or not. Go to Stat, Edit, and now everybody's list should be in order. How we doing? Everybody all right? Okay. So again, while doing this, if you have any issues with your calculator, just call me over. If you want to, there's a histogram problem on the bottom of the first page where there's a histogram already created. You just got to answer some questions. But the back is where you create a histogram. So if you want to just start here, because that's what we did last time. It doesn't matter. You're just going to do all these. You do whatever order you want. And you can work with people near you, especially if you don't have a calculator. It's probably a good idea.